Yes, hi, my name is DinoCop. So, let's begin. I love Tomb Raider games. Lara Croft is the best, everybody knows it, blah blah blah. Tomb Raider 2013 is superior to Rise of Tomb Raider. It's longer, and it is. I finished it in 30 hours on 90%, and Rise of Tomb Raider I finished after 28 hours 80%. With backtracking and trying to find most of the secrets and hidden stashes and so on. However, I have some things that were missing in Rise of Tomb Raider, and that was the final upgrade for pistol, and that's dual pistols. And why would you drop the most significant Lara's weapon? I know you try to make the bow her significant weapon, but it's not. It's not, and it's not in the even in the Rise of Tomb Raider. And you know why? Because when Lara, willingly, as by her will, goes to an adventure to Syria, she takes a pistol, not a bow. So pistol is her must-have weapon. So in the next installment, I would like to have dual weapons, dual pistols, two pistols, and this is her significant, or this is the main her main weapon. This is what makes Lara Croft, and it can bring more challenge for the developer to you, because we need more things to do with pistols than just shoot straight, you know. First of all, animations. You have to make Lara Croft with dual pistols like be this, I don't know how to say it, or how to, I know how to make it, like when she's walking, putting one gun in front, the second is backing up, you know, looking behind the corners, something like this. Animations is very important. Always she's holding the weapon like this, it has to be. When you have one weapon, you are automatically prepared to shoot. But when you have dual weapons or dual pistols and you are Lara Croft, you always stand like this, and that makes her very cool. So please do it, and not just fan service as like at the end she's like, yeah, I have two weapons, and then in the fourth game she will have only one weapon, or what the fuck. So animations with pistols are very important. She must be very fluent. She has to learn, of course, with weapons, but she's capable, I believe. The second important thing for dual weapons, dual pistols, special abilities. And it means, like in the Rise of Tomb Raider, she could shoot two enemies or triple enemies at a time. She should be able to lock two targets, two headshots, and shoot them simultaneously. You know what I want to say. Important thing: when you are pressing fire button, left fire button, you have to shoot like this, not like this. And then for the left hand to click the right button, because this is the worst dual wielding you can have for Lara Croft, because you need to be fluent. And when you're shooting like spamming your fucking, no, not fucking finger, your pointing finger, you're like, and you want to shoot, because dual weapons means double ammo, not I have to use my both. It's more confusing for your brain. You have to shoot with your, like, I don't know what you shoot, if your fucking finger or your ring finger, but you have to shoot with your other fingers, and that's very not stressing. It's not combat efficient if you're a gamer. Not combat efficient if you have to shoot with your right fingers of your left hand. So when you are shooting, you are like double ammo, double ammunition. You have one crosshair, it's perfect, it's done. Then there has to be ability that you can, something like alternative fire. I don't know how to make it quite good, but I would like to see her. If you are pointing one gun straight away, or forward, yeah, and you have the second weapon, and you can have double ammo, but it would be nice to be able to change fire mode, that this hand would be loose hand. So the hand would be aiming at the different enemies or things, but preferably enemies, of course, enemies, and the main hand would be focused on the crosshair, you know. And when there would be like a little bit timer or second crosshair that would be locking itself, but it would take a time, so you would have to like, how to say, you will have to wait for the moment to shoot. So you are shooting normally with this hand. This hand is locking for, let's say, 2.5 seconds. Then it will lock a headshot, and you can decrease the time by your skill trees. You know, like you will faster be able to faster to aim with your second hand. Then you can shoot. And when you shoot the alternative fire, like with your space or middle button or R, I have it R, you would shoot the second weapon, and then you could shoot someone in the head. So let's say you walk in the room, you are shooting guys, your second hand is focusing on another, you press this alternative fire, shoot, it's aiming on another, she can be aiming under the hair, over, or I don't know, some tricks, like cool animations, you know, when she's moving, make it her fluent, because this is what makes Lara great. I know I was a little bit twisted here, but I think you have my point. And the important thing is, when I have my crosshair hand aiming on the camera, I have my loose hand searching for enemies, like oh, there's the Teddy Pooh. And 2.5 seconds later I would shoot him, but I will not. And when you are alternating your view, when I don't know how to say it, but when you are aiming like this and there is a corner, so you press shift and the camera switches, you know? Switch camera, that's the word. So you are pointing your crosshair finger or crosshair gun straight away. You have loose hand, and when you switch the camera, like angle, she would switch the hands. So your main hand or crosshair hand would be the left hand, and your loose hand would be the other hand, the right hand. And then you can be like, yeah, and you have loose hand, I like this. And I think it would be a very interesting gadget or ability to have. Because in that case you can be shooting multiple enemies, and then you're like running and then you would have to spam shooting button with your crosshair, so you would have to shoot yourself, and then you would have to press alternate fire to be able to shoot with your loose hand that would be aiming for enemies. Of course you could shoot before the lock is set, but then the alternate crosshair on the loose hand wouldn't be so precise. That would be great if there would be second crosshair for your loose hand, and it would be bigger or more spread, and then it would, or for dots would be. You must understand what I'm saying. It's very difficult to think, to imagine the things, and then to try to translate it in English, and to make it sound okay so people would understand it. But I hope I am speaking primitively enough to describe it very well. So I think this is very important. Her dual wielding weapons or dual pistols are the significant weapon of Lara Croft, and you need to go through it. Okay, next point. Riding a bicycle. Lara needs to ride a bicycle. It's very important. Why? Because it's a good way to travel through her adventures, or in the area like Syria desert or jungles or whatever, except the snow. And I think it will make very interesting things. Especially, it's a new thing. Bam! That's a good things for sequels are new things, right? If they're executed well. So you have a bike. Make a bike a personal bike. Better like after her father. Her father has a World War II bike like Steve Rogers from Captain America, the old bike. You can upgrade it. You have Lara has the feelings for the bike because it's her father's bike. We would have feelings for the bikes because we would upgrade it, maybe put some color on it, some markings, gadgets. I don't know, it could carry more weapons, more things for you can collect, something more armor. I don't know, something would make us like the bike. And why would we want to like a bike, not a horse, for example? It's simple, because Lara may be skilled in horse riding, but she is an adventurer and she is a loner, and loners don't have pets, and I don't think Lara has any pet, and I like it. I like that about her. She is like solo. I'm riding solo. I'm riding solo. I'm riding solo. See, she's so solo. She has only few friends. That doesn't matter, and she has the bike, and the bike is a connection to her dead father. She likes the bike. She uses it to her adventures as her father did, and she loves the bike because there's the connection. We love the bike because it's cool gadgets. You can be sliding down the hill and shooting with your pistol when you're trying to not die or something. You can upgrade some hooks on the... Oh, that would be cool gadgets, or how to get to the places with your bike, because you would have to climb there, put some rope or something, then to attach it to the bike, and then right straight to the wall or some muggy cliff. I think that might work, but why would we want to have personal attachments or feelings to that bike as well as Lara? That's because the bike has to die. Yes, in the not at the very end, but before ending or before last few segments, the bike has to die or be destroyed, not kidnapped. Just you have to see it explode, be crushed, or just drowned. No, if it's drowned, you can be pulled out. It has to die. The bike has to die, or maybe it could be drowned, and then later on, at the end of the game, like after the credits, someone can pick it up or put it out of the water. Maybe, and then you have the same bike in the 4th installment or 5th, I don't know, in the next installment of Lara Croft. If the gameplay with the bike is great, but I like about the games that if you like some mechanics in one game, doesn't mean it has to be in all games. But it's nice to have it only in one game, and then you have to return. Like in Assassin's Creed, there are ships in 3rd and 4th installments, but they are not afterwards. And everybody, oh, there is no ships in Unity. Why would there be ships? Motherfuckers, like, chill. Or if you want to ride a horse in Assassin's Creed, then you go back to old Assassins, not new ones. And I think these kind of things are good things, that you have the reason of some gameplay or game style to go back to the old games. So that's why I would drop the bow, and I would add the bike, and maybe I would make a bike only for the next, on the one episode, on one installment of Tomb Raider. Why is it so dark here? Sun is shining and the grass is green. Outfits, Lara outfits. We need, at the end of the Tomb Raider 2013, there was a torn gap on her trousers, and they were torn, and I thought, oh, she was there, like ripped the rest of the leg sleeve, and she would have her traditional shorts, but she didn't have. She didn't have the shorts in Syria, which it was okay, but I would like to see that everybody wants to see Lara in shorts, big high boots, with her tank top, and with 12 pistols. That's it. So, but what about outfits? It's when I was playing Rise of Tomb Raider. I was excited because now you can change the outfits right away. Don't have to unlock it or anything, or something. Sometimes are unlockable or buyable, but there were a few standards that you can have all the time. However, when I played it my first time, now I'm playing on the second time on Survivor, but when I played it on the first time, I was scared to change any of the costumes, because when you start in the snowy jacket, right? Then you got captured and you are only with your t-shirt. Then ally you meet gives you a jacket, then you have jacket, and then you play and expect, maybe something's changed, so I don't want to change my clothes in game, because what if something happens to Lara and she will look differently, like she would have a non-jacket, she would take it off, or I don't know, she would make herself suit of animals, whatever. But nothing happens, and that was kind of disappointing. She ends up with this jacket, and this is like the main story outfit, and I was like, I thought she would change. That's why I didn't take any costumes on my first walkthrough, right? Because I just wanted to experience it as the Lara would. You don't want to change your costumes forcingly, but if the game is allowing you, like, what should I take with? If for example, if Lara travels to another adventure by her own, she could be, you can start, what should I wear? And there will be wardrobe, and there will be like 5 to 10 outfits only available to that area. If she, for example, is going to the desert, there could be like, okay, tank top with shorts, high boots, or long sleeve trousers with tank top, or trousers with some shirt or t-shirt, or a sweatshirt, or trousers or shorts with a t-shirt or tank top and big scarf. And she could, it would be nice to be able to play with Lara more with her outfits, and to be like supported by the game, that the game supports us players to choose the outfits. You don't break the character, or you don't break the story plot of anything. And it would be nice if the clothes you put on will be able to be damaged by the game. If she falls, if she tears her legs or something, it would be nice, I think. And this is for outfits, and I would like to see her in a dress. If there is a scenario that she visits some ball of some sheikh or some very rich guy, doesn't have to be asshole, he can, or bad guy, he can be only just rich and maybe naive or stupid, but it would be okay if it's a bad guy and she would visit his collection. It's another collector like Lara Croft, but he's evil because plot twist, but it's okay. Is it cliche? But I think it can work. We have the bad guy. He has this big manor as well. He has this treasure area where there is stolen treasures from around the world, and Lara knows it, but she doesn't know how to prove it. And then she would infiltrate in the ball. There are many people, everybody is well dressed, so is our Lara. She has a nice black dress. Or for this instance, we can use the previously mentioned the options of the game, and she can choose a dress. So there will be like 5 dresses: one red dress, black dress, like some short sexy dress, old school Lara dress with big cleavage, and maybe, oh, it's too much sexualized, she is hot as fuck. And not that she's pretty, but the Lara Croft as who she is hot as fuck. This is like the hot as fuck you cannot be as her fuck. And she is pretty looking, like she has a pretty body, I guess. She has a pretty, very beautiful face, great hair, and but the way she is like is 1,000 times more hotter than how she looks. This is the important. And if you can make her look even hotter like this, that would be great. So now we are in this manner of this sheikh or somewhere. Maybe we are in Egypt, because why not? Egypt might be nice. And we are in Africa, new sets, new things. You can expand on Egypt mythology. So there is Anubis, the god of death, and everything is great. And I think the Egyptian mythology and history is a great fit for Lara Croft. like very great. And I love when you created Yamatai, I created Kitesh, the city of Kitesh and the Prophet. It was great storytelling, it was great fantasy, and I would like to see more fantasy, but from let's say from Egypt, because there was too much winter in both installments, and now we like to see, I'm not keen on jungles, especially they are very, they would be very heavy on performance of computer, but I think the sand and in the Egypt could be very nice. Whew, this is very exhausting. Whew. We need to see Lara in swimsuit, and I mean both the bikini when she is with the friends at the pool, or on the yacht and she is taking them somewhere, or maybe she is at the pool on the Sheikh, and you can, oh, that would be nice if you are invited by a Sheikh or some rich asshole. Well, let's say for in the Egypt, not Arabia. I would like to say in Egypt. We are in Egypt. There is some rich guy. She invited Lara Croft because she heard about her adventures, and she might be with a Trinity, but she don't know it. And he keeps her at her manor, at her big house, and she is lying there, but she is not there because, oh, this rich guy invited me, so I'm in. No, she would be there as, he wants something, and I know he's a bad guy, or I cannot trust him, and the best way how to figure out this is to meet him personally. So she accepts the invitation to this manor. She spends her time, she's at the pool, we see Lara in swimsuit, she looks great, everybody is happy. There are some good, there has to be good writing about exchange, and then a lot of explorations, a lot of stealth in this area, because she has no weapons available. Maybe she could have pistol. No, it must be non-combat mission. It's just exploring. She's exploring the mansion. It's the beginning, and then at the end, or before the end, she is going to the manor again. Then shooting with the bad guys. We have Lara Croft full armor, crazy Rambo style, and then she is leading to the last location, which is some, I don't know, could be tomb. Of course, it's going to be tomb of some pharaoh, and there are some demons and Anubi, multiple Anubis, and lots of special creatures, Egyptian creatures. That would be great. I think this might work. It might work as well. I like the idea with the manor, and the Lara is looking for the. I know why she would be looking in the manor, because she is looking for the vault where are the stolen artifacts of this rich guy, of course. Thank you very much. So now we have a setup. Holy fuck, I must stop thinking, because I will think the whole story and the plot, but it wouldn't be great. If you like someone, if you like it, you can contact me and we can make it work. I want to make it work. I want Cryogenics, or who is making the game, I want to make it good. I want good Lara Croft games, and we have two great games. However, Rise of Tomb Raider is a little bit shorter, and I would like to the third Tomb Raider be above the first one. And I think this might work. We have the bike, we have clothes, we have dual pistols, we have Egypt and Egypt mythology. There's like 4 pluses. I would like to say, okay, we are with the outfit still. Glasses. She needs round glasses because it's her style, and so it would be nice if she's it's too much sun, and she put the glasses. Everybody's like, whoa, it's Lara Croft, you know, it's Lara Croft. Everybody loves Lara Croft. And then the outfit. Okay, this was outfits. However, we need changeable hairstyles. I need it. I have fetish on hair. I need long. Make her hair longer. She has great hair, how it is, but I would like to have her the braid from this braid, I would like her to have French braid, to be able to have a French braid, maybe a side braid, and that's it. Only 4 or 3 hairstyles. I think it would do. It would be best. And special hairstyle for the ball, for the big party at the manor. Of course, some special hairstyle only for this occasion. She would have dressed, and then she would be searching the manor in the dress, because she would learn more from some other characters that would be invited to this party of this sheikh or rich asshole or bad guy. Whew. Okay, next, drop the crossbow. Drop the bow, include the crossbow instead. However, the crossbow as a silent weapon, not necessarily with the ropes and things like that. I know this is the great mechanics of the game, and I very enjoy it very much. However, it would be just repetition or repentant, like repeating itself too much, I think, in the next installment. And it would be great to focus more on dual pistols, and then rather on the bow that she is using only as a survivor kit, you know, because in the first Tomb Raider she must create a bow. It makes sense. In the second Rise of Tomb Raider she has to make a bow, make her sense. But in the next installments I would like to put her in the scenario that she doesn't have to make herself a bow, especially in the desert area when there is like no wood. So it would be better for her to have pistols and her wit, and maybe some gadgets, of course. I would like to lose this pickaxes. She's losing for climbing, even though I love it, the things with the climb, it's great, but it wouldn't fit, I think, the EG. Well, maybe it can. I think it can, yeah. There would be a lot of rocks to climb and tombs as well, so maybe it would be great, but I would like to see her only with one this time. Even though the dual was great, I love it, but I think she would take only one as a supporting. She is not rock climbing there, you know. When she was in the Siberia, she knew she would be rock climbing, so she has two, yeah, in the ices. But when you are rock climbing in the desert, I don't think you would take two of these, especially when the pickaxes are, I think, only for the ice, but I'm not sure on this. So I would like to maybe even drop the pickaxe or what? No, it's not pickaxe. I don't know. You know what I'm talking. I'm posting pictures here. I think there would be nice missions, like the trekking missions when you are following someone in the marketplace or something like this, to gain information, to make more open, not more open areas. It can be smaller, like in the Tomb Raider 1. I liked it that there was many smaller areas when you can jump back and forth and to find a treasure. But in the Rise of Tomb Raider there are only two great big areas: the geothermal valley and the Soviet installation. And even though they are very big, these are only two locations. I have the feeling that there are the big locations and there were small ones, but it was no location, it was just like paths, you know, like going through these areas. It's not the area, it's just like the... But it wasn't like the areas as in the Tomb Raider 2013. There were many small areas you can return to, and in the Rise of Tomb Raider there was only two big areas: the Soviet installation and geothermal valley. And I think I thought there would be one more, but there's no. I wouldn't count it. Even though the areas are big, or when you are in the underground city of Kitesh, but it's too empty and nothing there really. So I wouldn't count it. It's just empty city, and I think it's a shame. And I don't like that in the Geothermal Valley you are there, but nothing. There is nothing to do because there are no enemies. And I would like to see Trinity to capture and invade the Geothermal Valley, and after some events there will be soldiers patrolling and shooting, and you would have more side missions like to rescue the villagers and to assassinate or kill the patrols or something like that. I think it would be better. I was disappointed that there was nothing at Geothermal Valley to do, only just running around and cutting ropes with rabbits and things like that. I like that, but I'm more for the story. Once I finish the game, I don't see the point of going back to collect everything because the story is done. So I'm trying to always backtrack myself before the last parts of the game, so I have everything, and then I just start the game from the beginning. This is how I play, but some might enjoy the doing nothingness of the games, that you are just running and collecting things that doesn't matter for the sake of collecting them. I don't know. Whew. Character development. I would like to see Lara have a boyfriend, and the boyfriend will be cliché no matter what. He could be the bad guy who is just dating Lara for the sake of the story. He can be a good guy who gets killed for the sake of the story, or he can be these are only two available options for us. Maybe there could be a third, unexpected, that he is her father. Oh my god! I think Lara needs a boyfriend. She has to love him very deeply. She would have to feel betrayed by him. He can cheat on her. He can betray her as he's part of the Trinity. I think there would be more development, even though it's cliche-ish. However, for her character it might work, because then she would have this trust issues with men, and then she can turn to this not diva or nympha. No, I don't mean sexually, but the old Lara Croft, she seems very secure with her sexuality and sexism. Oh no, sexism. Like the way she is sexy, she knows it. She doesn't care. She's just rolling with it. But the new Lara Croft, she is young, so she just doesn't care. She just looks good, but she has no time for this. But it would be nice if there is a boy in her life who would break her heart, maybe, or there must be something that would make her more bitter, you know, like more bitter. That's it. Something that would make her more bitter, sadder inside, more hardened, because now their parents are dying, their friends are dying. Yeah, why there was Jonah in Rise of Tomb Raider? I like the guy. And I was happy to see him. He did nothing. It was quite disappointing. And most of characters, side characters in Rise of Tomb Raider were very, very, very useless. Everyone. Jacob, his daughter, Konstantin was great, and even though the Alma, his sister, they were okay, but the ending with the sister was yeah, and yeah, there was like zero feelings. In Tomb Raider, the first Tomb Raider, you liked everyone or disliked the Reyes, everybody who was there had a purpose, and was some kind of game changer. But in the Rise of Tomb Raider, only maybe the Jacob was a game changer in some way, but it was more like plot twisty. Everything. There were only Konstantin and Lara for me. These were the two antagonists fighting each other, and one was representing the Croft, one was representing the Trinity, and they were going for one goal. And around them were some nuances. Jacob, his daughter, Constantine's sister, and it was like, why are you there? Why, Constantine is the bad guy, okay, he's a good bad guy, I think it was good bad guy. I like the second part of the final bossing him, that was great. You have to use the stealth and more, and that was a great fight. And the first part in the helicopter was awful, it was horrible. And as I saw some videos and people complaining like everything wrong with Rise of Tomb Raider, I agree with 98% of that. Doesn't make the game bad. It's just like, look at this video, look at the video, I put it in the description, and learn from it, and give us dual pistols in the freehand motion with, as I described earlier, and I would not try that again because my mouth is very hurting and my English is painful to listen to, I believe so. Combat training and gymnastic skills. I would like to see Lara train, maybe with her boyfriend. Oh yeah! Maybe she could train with her boyfriend, who is a combat skill, and he is teaching her some serious beatdowns, and so she can perform more believably. I would believe it better if she could be able to combat more better. So if she has a training, she would start in her mansion or in school or whatever, what she does or what she's doing, and she has a boyfriend. The boyfriend is part of the Trinity, but nobody can tell anyone till the very plot twist. And he is teaching her some combat skills. Why not? He want to get inside her. Of course, he will fall for her. Even though she was a mission, then she falls in love, and he sacrifices himself, and these cliche things, I think it could work, even though if it's a cliche as fuck, as long as the story is good and you will not let him die just because it's a good cliche. But it must be his death, or everything I said must be just to move the story forward. Move the story forward, not just Lara, but the story. The story must move forward, because nothing moves Lara forward in Rise of Tomb Raider. Did it? Nothing. She was a ruthless killer from the very beginning of Tomb Raider first game, 2013, and wow. You know, I don't know how Rise of Tomb Raider moved Lara forward to our Lara we want her to be, which is dual pistol sex bomb. Yeah, that's it. She is the dual pistols sex bomb, and she has to be. So she has to have combat training. She has to have gymnastic class to be able to balance more on the ledges. Like make her like really dope animations, and with these animations you can prove Lara or make you can improve Lara to make her even more better, more badass, and it would be great if she would take combat classes with her boyfriend, who is a Trinity. She would take gymnastics, so she's more capable of rock climbing and shit like that. Even though she is capable of doing this, but she would want to improve. I think she is someone who wants to improve herself in anything. Okay, if she is constantly fighting bad guys, she would want to make some basic combat training. If she is constantly jumping off the cliffs, she would have to want some gymnastic trainings. Hey, that's a good point. Hey, no argue here you have. And I think it's very important. It would make her animations look cooler, or more animations of her. And I love animations. I like the game moves. Yeah. And even though everyone says bad at Assassin's Creed Unity, great animations of I don't know how he's jumping to. So and the great animations are in Mafia 3, even though the story is great animations, great combat, and I would love to see animations, more animations for Lara Croft in next Tomb Raiders, especially gymnastics and combat skills, and dual pistols, of course, and the hair, more hair types to be able to choose, so we can choose it. That's what I want to say. We can choose before mission what hair type, just like this, and the same with the clothing. I think it would be great, and to have a damageable clothes. Maybe even though if you stick with one cloth through the whole campaign, or one outfit, make it changeable. So she has multiple outfits, but it's changed by the game purpose, you know. That would be great, because I don't want to spend the majority of the game in Jacob's jacket, which I did, and I didn't want it. I was just looking forward what happens to her and what new outfits she will have. None. Why? Whew. Thanks for watching. I don't know if anything is usable here, and I mean by usable my things I said, or how I said it, because everything I've said I feel and I know, thanks to my feelings, that are good things to happen to Lara Croft, as we like her, to improve the game mechanics, to improve gameplay, to make something new, to get rid of something old, but not because it was bad, but we have to move on. You know, the things aren't good because they last.
But a thing isn't beautiful because it lasts.
With this, I thank you very much. My neck hurts, my mouth hurts, and I need to make this work. I need to make this video work. Okay, see ya. Just